We are focusing on table number 1, and we've got an ace-10, jack-3 double suited. Here it looks like I've been potting it on most of my buttons. This is certainly a really strong hand for your button range, so there's no point not to pot it here. He's got like a little bit of a loose hand selection. I think I check here and I don't like it. Because he's got a little bit of a loose hand selection, like he's going to check call you with some 9s, and you can play some rivers, play some turns and some rivers in position with more control and more information if you had bet and he had check called. And if you bet and he raises, you're giving up a gutter and some backdoor flush draws, but you're not giving too much money up if he bets and you raise. So for that reason, I think betting is better. And then once I've checked the flop, it's a little bit hard for me to try and represent a hand on the turn, so you're going to see me make a really weak play, and once again you're going to see me doing something that I don't like myself, and he probably beats me with a pair, which he does. I would have liked to see me bet the flop in the turn, knowing his exact hand, and we're going to fold him off a better hand. Same thing in the cutoff range, four-handed. That is a premium hand for our cutoff standards, four-handed, and we're potting it always in this situation, so just keep potting it. You're going to see me I would have defended. No, I haven't defended. I would defend that ace-5, 8-8 hand on table number 4 to a single raise pot. But yeah, you can't go defending it to a 3-bet. The kings here. Kings have probably gone down in my estimation the most of all than any hand in PLO in the game's recent evolution. Much better to play it for discrete flush value and for set value than you are to try and isolate pre-flop, because people know how to play versus overpairs, and you're just so crushed when you get 4-bet. This is an interesting post-flop scenario, and it sucks that it's gone 4-way. Okay, he's a player with respectable stats, and he doesn't play like a maniac in all of the hands that I've ever played with him. So you've got to be really wary of this hand, but it's still far too strong to fold. So we're going to look to flat call in position. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3-way, but we're going to flat call in position on the button and proceed with great caution. It is 3-way, proceed with extreme caution. There will be nut flush draws in one of their hands a lot of the time. There will be some sets of jacks in the leader's range. I don't expect too many sets of jacks in the flat caller's range. So proceed with real caution. This is a good spot because our overpair is a 2-outer rather than a 1-outer, in that we have the spade in our hand, so the top set is the nut top set. We turn a flush draw that if you bet, you have to be prepared to bet fold. You're betting to protect it from sets of jacks and the other sets if he somehow has them, and you're betting it to get value from like a 4-5-7, like a jack 4-5-7 double suited that has jack high spades. You get 1/3 of value of him, but you can probably also get that 1/3 of value on the river, and you allow yourself to be able to show it down versus some nut flushes. But I think given how this hand's actually played out, we're probably best to bet it for protection against the sets, because I do think if one of them is like, if they're lead betting the dry nut flush card into the field, or if they're flat calling the dry nut flush card multi-way and they want to start check raising me, I think they probably deserve my money, and it's going to happen so infrequently that it is safe to fold. So I think betting is better than checking here for those reasons, and you're going to see the board pair on the river, which would probably see me having to fold my hand, especially if emissary led into me, and you're going to see me end up being able to show down the winner, in which I've paid to draw on the flop in what is always a marginal spot, and then I get no more value for the hand. I think that's a real crime in and of itself. Because I've drawn in a difficult spot, I got to get value for my hand, and you can see their hands there, like, you know, just a top pair and a dry overpair. Interesting to note that he does play his aces like that. Okay, we're going to get into the last hand for this video and for this series, guys. I'll skip forward to that hand and then we'll close things out.